Hi everybody and welcome to a new series that we're starting here on our channel, Where Are the Wickeds? On our inaugural trip here, we headed out to Washington, Pennsylvania to see the Washington Wild Things. They are a member of the Eastern Division of the Frontier League, an independent baseball league which is not affiliated with Major League Baseball. They were in the league from 2002 to present. The Wild Things play their games at a park called Wild Things Park, which you are seeing here as we're entering the park here. This is the parking lot. They have a big parking lot. You can come in early. I think it's like $5 to park. That's the back of the scoreboard. And then you could see that they have the batting cages in the outfield here for anybody to look at. So that's how independent and minor league they are here. They've been playing for 17 years here. They've been in the playoffs 9 times, and they have 6 championships. They have a lot of players that have made it to the major leagues, mostly with the D-backs. They have right now you can see we're heading up to the beer selection tent where they have all kinds of beer. They have 52 different beers and alcohols on tap and things like that.
Here they have the fun zone where you could play ladder ball. They had cornhole. They had a playground that was actually set up for the kids. And then they had small amusement games you could play, like the rubber duck game. You could hit at balls. And then they also had a basketball net that you could buy a chance to win a prize.
One of the cool things they have rules at the park here. The rules, they start from A and they go the whole way to Z. They have some pretty funny rules in here. First rule is advance tickets, which is obvious. No animals are permitted into Wild Things Park with the exception of service dogs accompanying a fan in attendance and dogs attending bark in the park. Another crazy rule they have rules from A to Z, like I said.
They've got a rule about quotes on our Wild Thing players are often quoted in the local newspaper. They've got zebras. Zebras are forbidden from entering the park. They've got a thing about yinzers. Yapping yinzers are welcome at the Wild Things Park.
Alright guys, now you can see that we are into the gift shop where they have all kinds of novelty items, t-shirts, hats, things like that. Mostly things that you see in most ballparks. I think we picked up a Wild Thing. We picked up a couple mini bats, one for our man R. Posada. He collects mini bats and things like that. We picked him up with one of those right there.
That the boys are dueling with. Their mascot is a wild thing that legend has was born in the swamps of Mississippi and somehow made his way up to western Pennsylvania in 2001 when the Wild Thing Park was under construction. They say that he's been a fan ever since the park first opened. He loves to eat hot dogs, peanuts, and Cracker Jacks when he's at the field, and he enjoys meeting the fans who attend games here at the park. So if you see the Wild Thing roaming the stadium, be sure to stop and say hello. He loves baseball, he loves players and coaches, but most of all, he loves getting his picture taken with our fans.
And we actually got our picture taken with him as well, which was pretty cool. Maybe I'll add a clip at the end real quick. You can see us with Mr. Wild Thing himself. Here's how we're entering the stadium. It's on the first base line, a little walk up into the stadium. Show you around what's going on. I think we're pre-game here, so they're out stretching. I think that's the national anthem people out on the field right now.
One of the great things about this park is it is a smaller, non-affiliated team, and so they really kept things moving during the inning breaks. They played a lot of fun games. And in this particular league, they utilize a designated hitter. And when the opposing team's designated hitter was at bat and struck out, they offered to all fans 16 ounces of beer for the low price of $2.
Yeah, $2 a pint. He was the beer man. So that was pretty cool. And when he struck out, so it gives you more things to root for and more entertainment to pay attention to the game as well. As you can see, it is a small park out on the third base side there. They have a high wall. We did not see any home runs this night while we were there. And another promotion they do.
At 8 p.m. they sell milk and cookies for $1. You can get warm milk and cookies. And you guys, just by judging from this line, you can see that it is a pretty popular event. This is Wicked walking along, filming everybody in here. Everyone's got their ones out, and they are ready for some milk and cookies.
The line was actually down the whole third base line, pretty much filling that kind of stadium. There's Miss Wicked there.
I'm dancing. It's definitely a fun part of the game that everybody likes to participate in. They were nowhere near capacity, but they did have a nice turnout on this night. It was perfect. There was a breeze. It wasn't too hot. When the sun went down, it cooled off a little bit, so it was definitely a nice park, and we enjoyed taking advantage of it.
The cookies were, like she said, $1. You pick up you get a little carton of milk and one cookie for $1. Here you can see Miss Wicked picking up our cookies. I didn't want no milk because I was having some Wicked apple ales at the time, so I didn't think that would go very well. But I wound up drinking Miss Wicked's as part of her milk just to wash it down with. The cookies are nice and warm and everything.
Yeah, they're served warm. So here we are. These are our actual seats. Believe it or not, we did sit down for a few minutes and take in the game. It wasn't all wandering around and taking in the sights. Oh, there's a wild thing. Here he's leading a conga.
Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Alright, here is one of their in-game promotions, a Dizzy Bat Race. They had two guys out there on the field, brothers, and they were spinning around on the bat and goofing around and things like that.
Like I said, it was a really fun game. There was a lot going on, lots to take in for such a small park. Tickets were less than...
They're like $12.
Yeah, and we
sat
row.
front row. With that being said, that's pretty much our trip to Wild Things Park. If this is something that you like and want to continue to see, we want to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our video. And we are trying our best at this content. We're learning as we go. This is very new for us. But again, thanks for watching. Peace, love, and pooches.